Well, hey, good morning. Happy Friday, September 3rd, 2021. This is your Prince of Pal, Mr. Maycumber. I got my fresh haircut, clean shave. I'm excited for this school year coming up. Let's just jump right into these announcements because I have got a lot to talk about. First, let's talk about lunches. This is the question I've been getting the most often from families is how are you going to do lunches? How are you going to serve lunches safely back up at Olalla now that all students are there all day long? And it has been a challenge. So I'm not going to just sugarcoat it. I'm not going to tell you that it just is going to solve itself. Okay, this has been something I have spent a lot of time thinking through. So what we are going to do is we are going to change we've rethought lunches completely. So lunches are actually going to be served just one grade level at a time. So one grade at a time will either be eating in the multipurpose room or in the gymnasium, just half of the gymnasium. So not the whole gymnasium like if you've been here before like it was. It'll be just most of you are going to be eating in the multipurpose room. So we've got lots of tables, lots of desks spread out so that you'll sit individually with your grade level, actually with your class, but there will be both classes probably in there spaced out having lunches. I think it's the third grade and the fifth grade will be eating their lunches in the gymnasium. Same things with your class, your whole grade and your class spread out in there so that we're safely socially distanced. So that's the plan for lunches. We'll see how it goes. All right. So if we get into this and it's not working, we'll rethink it because we're committed to having a plan that works. But currently that's the plan. And I will tell you that plan has changed a couple times since we first put it together. So that's the plan for lunches. Okay, one of the other things that is just super important in order to have a successful year is that the whole attestation process. Now, if you were a student last year, you know that we did daily attestations, right? Your parents had to log into Skyward. They had to say every day, do you have a cough, all the COVID symptoms that we wanted to keep out of the school. We just wanted to make sure that you didn't have those every day. So this year, parents just have to do that one time. So they only have to go to Skyward one time, fill out the form, and basically it's saying that you will do a attestation every day. So we're not going to send our students to school if they show any COVID symptoms or if they've been around any positive COVID cases. So it's important for families to do that before the first day of school, because if students come to school and they haven't had that done, we can't even let them in the class. And that would really be a shame for students that are excited to go to class to not be let in class. So families, parents, if you haven't done that yet, you can. It's never too early to do that. You just want to make sure it's done before the first day of school. And fortunately, we actually had a video put together by Ms. Wilson, our school librarian, and she put it together to walk parents through that step. It's a 5-minute video, but if you're super computer savvy, you could probably do the attestation in 30 seconds. But she takes it nice and slow so that she walks families through the steps so that everyone gets it done. Please have that done before the first day. That will make your child's experience at school much more streamlined than students who don't have that done. If you still have questions about how school is going to be run with the COVID safety procedures and protocols in place, I would encourage you to go to the South Kitsap School District website and click on the COVID safety tab. And hopefully you'll find it informative and reassuring to know that a lot of the scenarios, the questions that you all are asking, we have gotten input from all the agencies that inform those decisions, and we're doing what's best and what's safest for kids. So I would encourage you to go to that website, familiarize yourself with that information, and it might answer a lot of the questions that may still linger out there that if you have. You can always email me or call me or talk to your child's teacher, but also you have access to that information as well, and I would encourage you to check it out. One of the other things you will find on the school district's website is transportation information. So school bus information, what time your child will be dropped off, picked up, or if you don't have a route established yet, you'll need to go onto their website and establish that. And here's a piece of information that I want families to know. Buses on the first day of school, the first kind of half week of school, are already just crazy, right? I mean, new drivers on new routes, students on sometimes first times on the bus. So it's always going to be a challenge or can be challenging on the first day for buses. Now, there's when you add COVID into the mix and just the social distancing requirements around that, it creates another kind of challenge. And then I would say the last challenge that I need parents to hear is that we're short on bus drivers. And so that is going to create an unknown challenge to us on September 3rd. So I understand we've done everything we can to recruit bus drivers. And if you're looking for work, I would say you should apply to be a bus driver, because we need bus drivers. And the reason I'm sharing that with you is because what I don't want is your child's first day of school to just start off rough, all right? And if they're sitting at a bus stop waiting for 30, 45 minutes and the bus is that late, that's just a rough way to start school. So if there's any possible way for you to transport your child on the first couple days of school, I would encourage you to do it. That's the way I would do it if I was on a bus route, just because I don't want my child to start the first day of school like that. So if you're going to do that, we do have procedures to drop off students at the drop-off zone off of Wallace Road down. It used to be the tennis courts, right? But it's back in the back of the school off the playground there. And I would just encourage you to take advantage of that if you're able. If you're not able, I understand not all parents are able, and that's why we have buses in the first place. But I'm just going to tell you, it's going to be a challenge the first week of school. So I just wanted to put that out there. Well, here's a good one for you. How many of you remember last year when your teachers asked you to either draw a picture or write a story of something you learned last year during the year of COVID, during that 1 year? We all thought it would just end in June. Well, we submitted those to a publisher, and so they're published, ready for purchase. Grown-ups, all you have to do is go to studenttreasures.com/order copies, and you have to know that 7-digit number, 7199381. And that will get you lined up for one of these books right here. It's pretty cool. It's got it's got all the pictures of the students that submitted something and their stories, what they wrote. Like here's a good one. This is Hudson Conrads, one of my guys, right? He talks about learning subtraction with regrouping and how to be brave, all right? And I think those are the kind of things that just are cool. Those are fun. So if that's something that interests you, you can go to the website and order one. They'll send it directly to your house, or just ask me or Miss Dio, who spearheaded that whole effort, and we're happy to make sure that you get the information you need to order one. The last thing I wanted to say was class lists. So we sent class lists home or emailed those to families, I think Wednesday night. And then there was one class that I don't know how that I forgot to email the class list out for Miss Dara's class. And then I got a couple emails from parents saying, hey, what about Miss Dara's class? So Miss Dara's got theirs on Thursday morning. So at any rate, every family has been emailed about where their student is, so who their teacher will be. And between now and the first day of school, your teacher should be making contact with families, or should be making contact with you. So if you haven't yet heard from your teacher, you will before the first day of school, and they're going to welcome you and to let you know what you need to know before the first day of school, so that you're ready to go and that there's no surprises. So we are just excited. I'll just say that we are excited, a little bit nervous, right? But that's normal. We're nervous anyways on the first day of school, but we're super excited to have the students back in the building, and it's going to be a great year. I don't know how many more of these announcements I'm going to do. So I know we're going to actually be doing the announcements on in the building. So hopefully we'll be able to still put some sort of video out to make sure, engage the families in the community, keep the dream alive here. So, all right. Last thing I just want to say is respect yourself, respect each other, respect this beautiful place, and let's make it a great day, Olalla.